Hey guys, Brian Cusco here at Triple B. I've been doing these episodes for 1 whole year now. And to celebrate, we're gonna do an update on every single snake on the Triple B team. And we're gonna start with the ball pythons. You're watching Triple B TV. So I just wanted to give you guys a little video about where I am, who I am, what I'm doing here. Now before we get started with the snakes, I'd like to take a quick second to reflect on the channel and how we got here. Many of you know that I kept snakes as a kid until my mid-20s when I moved to Hawaii. Back then, I was the only kid I knew who kept snakes. I had no idea there was this massive culture around keeping reptiles. And when I moved back to California, I was completely blown away by just how big the community is. And I'm still blown away. One of the very first hobbyists I met here was Brian Gundy. And after talking with him about my plans, he suggested starting a YouTube channel. Now, obviously, I took his suggestion to heart. Anthony Zavala at Granddaddy Herps was the first person to welcome me to YouTube on my very first unboxing video. Lance Kirkman, Jay at Boxing Boa, Julie W, or just a few who were also right there at the beginning to offer words of encouragement. I'd like to take this moment to thank you, all of you, every one of you that always has so many kind things to say week after week. That's what keeps me going. And it takes a good amount of time and preparation to keep this channel going consistently. And honestly, I don't think I'd be able to do it if it wasn't for all the support I receive. I'm proud to call many of you my friends now. And if we haven't met in person and you see me at a show, don't be shy. Please come up, introduce yourself. That's what I'm here for, man, community. All right, now let's get on to the snakes because we got a lot to see. And here we have Carl. Carl was my very first ball python. He's an awesome little dude. I honestly didn't know that I was gonna be getting into breeding when I first got him, so that's why I got a male first. Otherwise, I would've got a female first, but he's a hypo pinstripe and he's active. Filming this thing at night was probably not the best idea for the ball pythons, but look at this guy, man. He's been doing pretty good. He's definitely a little bit finicky. Not finicky, but he just likes to move around a lot, which isn't usual for ball pythons. Sometimes they just like to come out and ball up, of course, but not this guy, man. Carl, you are a mover and a shaker. There he goes. All right, guys, I'm gonna try and keep it moving because we've got a lot of snakes to see on this one video, so let's move on down the line. All right, Carl, I'll see you in a little bit. Next, we've got Bullwinkle. Bullwinkle is a stud. Look at this dude. He's just a bad mamma jamma. What are you doing, bud? Do you see this tail? Sticking straight up in the air. What a freak. Well, Bullwinkle's a super pastel lesser, and he is drop dead gorgeous, man. I haven't witnessed him lock up with anything. I've paired him with a couple of the girls, but I haven't seen a lock from him yet. Maybe he's still trying to figure it out. He's a decent sized boy, and he's sitting at just about 1,500 grams, so I don't know. He sure is a beautiful snake. I'd love for him to put his genetics out there for the rest of the world to see. What's going on with your tail? Bullwinkle? Are you broken? Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Sorry, bud. Bullwinkle, you seem stressed. You seem a little stressed out. Maybe just relax a little bit. Oh, what a great poser, though. Man, this guy's just posing for you like, look at this, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's move on to the next boy. Here we have Bruce, and he's in shed. Not deep in shed, but he's not looking his brightest right now, unfortunately. Usually his belly's got this kind of orange and yellow brightness to it, but not today. But this guy is a stud. I'm convinced that if I threw him in with a hose, he would lock up with it, because every girl I've thrown him in with so far, he's locked up with within like 10, 15 minutes. And he's a Enchi Het Sunset, and he's bad. He's a bad mamma jamma. It's a bummer he's in shed right now, but it is what it is. Let's check out his belly. Yeah, see, he's just going into pre-shed. He's got that little bit of pink going on. You guys know that I'm gonna save the best stuff for last, so you better stick around. Let's keep moving. This here is Ricky. He is a pastel Enchi clown, and he's got a date with a fire clown named Lucy. But he's not quite ready yet, I don't think. I mean, he's about 500 or so grams. Could be big enough to breed, but I just want to make sure he gets a little bit more size and just make sure he's really ready before I just start throwing him in with the girls. Well, he's a gorgeous snake. I didn't get him too long ago. Let's see if we can get him to sit still. He's a mover and shaker like Carl, obviously. Get him to sit still a little bit. We can get some good shots of him. Here you go. Here's a nice little headshot. I'll bring it up a little closer. Yeah. Look at that guy. What a stunner. All right, moving right along. We got one more boy here. This is the king, who has a date with the queen as soon as he's ready. He is a coral glow pied, possibly yellow belly, and that's a pretty sweet snake right there, man. I mean, geez, coral glow pied is just, look at that thing. Is that a gorgeous snake or what? I feel like this guy's colors never show up properly on camera. It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm actually able to capture all of my snake's colors very well on camera, with the exception of this guy, for whatever reason. I mean, he just looks he always looks a little blown out for some reason, a little more yellow than when he's actually got these crazy orange colors going on in here. I don't know what it is, but he's still beautiful, even if he doesn't show it on camera all the time. The king. Get a little close-up of his back pattern there. That's the thing I love about pied, man. I love low white pieds because they just screw up that pattern so much. It's just such a trip. I love it. That's it for the boys. Let's move on to the girls. This is Daisy, short for Oopsie Daisy. She is my only normal ball python, but she is a double het genetic stripe albino. And she was a mistake, as her name might imply. Did I just call you a mistake? Oh, I'm so sorry. She's not a mistake. I wasn't expecting a ball python. I was expecting a reticulated python that was double het albino genetic stripe, but I couldn't turn her away when she got here, so here she is, and she's doing great. She never misses a meal, ever. And she's just beautiful. Look at her belly. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous snake. All right, guys, you know we got plenty to go through, so like I said, I'm gonna keep it moving, keep it moving. This is Ty. She is a leopard spider, and she does have a little bit of a wobble there, a little bit of corkscrew action going on sometimes. And man, is she a picky eater. I mean, I've tried to put her in really small tubs, I've tried to put her in bigger tubs, and she didn't eat for like 6 months, or 7 months even, which isn't a record for ball pythons by any stretch of the imagination. But I mean, she hadn't taken a meal since February, and I was just like, why? I tried offering her live, you know, I heated up the frozen thaweds. I didn't try mice. I didn't want to go there. She's taken a meal the last 3 weeks in a row, which is awesome. So she's back on food, which is great, because and she never lost any weight, but she never gained any weight either. So I was just like, come on, girl, what's going on? But here she is, just taking 3 meals in a row. Hope I'm not jinxing that. But she's a gorgeous snake, and eventually she'll be big enough to hopefully breed. Otherwise, she's just gonna hang out. But she's perfectly healthy, other than the fact that she has a very slow appetite, or has had a very slow appetite for the past 6 months. But like I said, she's eating now, so we'll see what happens. We'll see where she goes. Keep on eating, baby. All right, this is Bubbles. She is a champagne. She's got a little ringer here. You can check out. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna put to her. I've been thinking about the pastel Enchi clown and make some hets. Could be cool. So that might be what we do. She's been Noah's favorite snake for a while, but I think that's just because of her name. I do love how the champagnes have all this orange around their head, and just different. You know, for a single gene, it's just really different. This is Bernice. She is a super fire, also known as a black-eyed leucistic. And I think I'm gonna put Bruce with her and make some sunset pos hets. We'll see. I think it'd be nice to add some fire into the sunset and really fire it up. Woo! She's one of the active ones too. She gets moving sometimes. Oh, there, baby. Let's see if we can get her to stay still for longer than half a second here. Get a little headshot at least. Want to give the people a headshot? Just a little headshot right there. Let's see if we can get really close so you can see that eye. There we go. Is that close enough for you guys? All right then, let's keep it moving. We got 8 more snakes to go through. This is Dot. She is my bamboo female. And I was originally gonna put her with Bullwinkle. And then I thought about it a little more, and then, you know, lesser bamboos, most likely gonna be a white snake. And it'd be kind of cool to make some snakes that in turn would make nothing but bamboos and lessers, I suppose, but I think I might do a longer project. And more recently I'm thinking about putting Ricky to her and get some clown heads, because I think that I just think the clown would go really well with bamboo. I mean, the way the bamboo dorsal pattern already is, I just feel like clown would take it to the next level. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Obviously I don't really keep many secrets when it comes to my projects. I just kind of say what I'm planning on doing. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that keep secrets about stuff, and I understand the idea, you know, you don't want everybody knowing everything you're doing, I guess, or, you know, trying to move in on your projects, but I don't know. I'm like, whatever. Just, I don't mind sharing. And she's a beauty though. Definitely one of my favorite ball python morphs. Woo! All right, she's ready to go. This is Violet. She is a purple passion, and she's not a huge fan of these lights, but she is beautiful, a beautiful, beautiful ball python. Even if you are a bit picky, huh? She's been sitting at 1,200 grams for quite some time. There's a thing I hear about often, the 1,000-gram wall. It happens with female ball pythons, something hormonal where they get to around 1,000 grams and they kind of stop gaining weight for a while. That's what's happening with her, I think. But she's still gorgeous. Honestly, I don't know if I can top this. I don't even know if I'm gonna breed this girl ever, because I don't know. I don't think that I can improve on it. She's beautiful. You wanna do a nice pose for us? Just like this? No? That's okay, I understand. All right, here we have Charlotte. She is a GHI pastel hypo spider, also known as a GHI humblebee. And man, she's doing that 1,000-gram thing too. Just hanging out, waiting for some kind of invitation to gain weight. She eats, she's just not gaining weight. I don't understand it. Charlotte, Charlotte, what are you doing, Charlotte? Can you guess why I named her Charlotte? This here is Sophie. Sophie is deep in shed right now, and she's in what I'm almost certain is her prelay shed. She's locked up with Bruce on several occasions, the Enchi het sunset, and she's an Enchi lesser spider. And poof, she's beautiful. I mean, she's deep in shed right now. Usually she's this bright yellow, but she's just all kind of grayed out right now. But she's got 6 good-sized follicles, eggs. They're big, and they're in there. I don't even know what to say. I'm almost speechless. I don't know what to say. I mean, I hope the eggs come out all right. I mean, she's doing her thing. Like I said, I'm almost positive this is a prelay shed. Time will tell. But she's definitely got some nice sizable follicles, and I'm sorry, baby. I don't want to stress her out too much, guys. I'm gonna just put her away. We'll see. We'll see. This is Maya. She is a regular coral glow female, and she's just a beautiful coral glow, I think. Just kind of light spotting and on the big move. Not gonna sit still for a picture to save her life. But I just love how she's kept this orange. I mean, this big orange spot on her dorsal right there. It's just stayed really nicely. And I think what I'm gonna do is put her with the Coral Glow Pied at some point. Super Banana Het Pieds could be pretty sweet. All right, this is the pride and joy of all my girls here. The queen, the Clown Pied. And she, of course, is just deep in shed right now. Very unfortunate. I'm gonna have to take her out again and do a re-update really soon because she's just beautiful. I mean, she looks so bad right now. I'm sorry to say, baby, you don't look good. You're like dirt brown, and usually she's got this nice orange thing going on. Such is life. I'll make sure to take her back out right after she sheds, so you guys can see. All right, but for now, here she is in all her brownness. The queen. All right, 2 more. This is Lucy. She is a fire clown female, and she's just hot right now. Hot, hot, hot. Look at her. She's amazing. Clown is hands down one of my favorite morphs. Or it's my favorite ball python morph. I'm just gonna say it. Clown. I'm all about it. I'm pretty sure I'll work some clown in just about everything I'm working with. Oh, so gorgeous. There she is. Check out this orange head, guys. Get her in real close for a nice headshot here. A little blown out. Oh, but she's a beauty. She is a beauty. You know, they say ball pythons brown out and get ugly when they get older, but not her, man. Not her. All right, this here is Candace. She is a cinnamon het sunset. And as you may have guessed, Bruce has locked up with her a couple times. And I'm gonna put him in with her again tomorrow, and I think she's got a couple small follicles. I palpated, and it's kind of hard to tell. They might be a little small right now, but Bruce is definitely getting some solid locks in, and hopefully it won't be too long before we got some sunset ball pythons here at Triple B. And she's cinnamon sunset ball pythons at that. If we hit the odds, it would be spectacular. All right. She's a beauty. She is a beauty. And she just shed just yesterday, so she's looking real nice. Aren't you, baby? Gorgeous snake, man. All right, guys, well, I think that's gonna do it for today. Next week, we're gonna look at all the reticulated pythons. The week after that, we'll look at everything else. Oh, I just wanted to say a quick thank you also to DC. He won the contest last month, and I met him down at the Pomona Super Show to give him his t-shirt and his temp gun. And he had a little present for me too, this little Batman car figurine from the original Batman. And I'm gonna give this to Noah one day, but I'm gonna leave it in the package for now. But I appreciate it, man. It's nothing like going to give somebody a prize and then they give you a prize. It's pretty awesome. So thanks again for that. All right, Candace, say bye-bye. We're gonna see everybody next week with all the reticulated pythons. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you again next week. Y'all take care.